Mac Miller helped Chance the Rapper coin his iconic ad-lib. It makes so much sense, but I never would have guessed. Legitimately. Wow, who knew that Mac Miller was partly responsible for Chance the Rapper's signature ad-lib? According to Chance, Mac encouraged him to keep a, quote, nervous tick noise he made during an early studio session with Chuck English of the Cool Kids while working on Tinde, which was his first mixtape. So here is Chance explaining himself.
This is a story that I never get to tell. I'm so glad you brought up Mac and you brought up all this stuff.
Yeah.
Rest
I
in
never
peace,
get
Mac.
to tell the story. The way that my ad-lib, that came from
One of my favorite artists directly influencing another one of my favorite artists' most iconic signature sound. It's so cool. It's such a cool piece of lore. And of course he did. Of course Mac did. Of course Mac heard that and saw the potential in that, or heard the potential in that. It only makes sense. Somebody with such a groovy, colorful mind, such as Mac Miller had, would hear that and notice that and recognize it as something special.
session where I was
It's very odd and kind of off-putting when you first hear it, but Mac heard it for what it is.
supposed to be with Chuck. Chuck brought me to the studio. I'm standing in the booth. This is like my first time like in a real studio in LA. I've been in studios in Chicago, but like I feel, a lot of weight on it. And while I'm recording, Mac Miller came into the control room and I was getting ready to start my rap. It's the first song on 10 Days. It's called 400 Minutes. And I'm trying to like charge up and I'm going, like, I don't know, nervous tick. I got ADHD. I'm a special kid. Yeah, I'm just like doing, and
It's so funny to think that the ad-lib is just Chance like getting his energy out. I don't know. When I say it out loud, it sounds obvious, but it was him just doing like vocal warm-ups into the mic. It's so cool. And also the fact that that ad-lib was birthed on the song 400 Minutes. Such a good song. That's the birth of it. That's good to know as a Chance fan.
I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Start it over. And Mac told somebody to tell me through the intercom to keep that shit at the beginning. I invented my ad-lib. This is a story that I never get to tell. I thank Chuck for like bringing me to the studio and letting me be this little brother nigga that's just like following him around with no name at that time.
Right.
And also like, Mac for interjecting and being like, that shit hot. You know what I'm saying? Like little moments like that. Like, and then I ended up working with all of them and touring with all of them and like, and growing up like in spaces with them. I thank Chuck.
I got suspended. Oh, I got suspended. Shout out Uprocks, where sound meets vision. Also shout out Hip Hop DX. Should I follow Hip Hop DX? I probably should. Cool as shit. Cool lore. That's a lore collab between Chance the Rapper and our angel Mac Miller.